Yes and no, there's two sides to it. So strength and skill is not as easy to distinguish as it first sounds. So strength is the activation of your muscle. So it's the ability to move something maybe. And to move something, you need to activate your muscles in a specific way. There are two main parts to it: intramuscular coordination and intermuscular coordination. Intramuscular coordination is how many of your muscle fibers can you activate at a given time so that your muscle gives as much power as it possibly can. And intermuscular coordination is how do you coordinate the muscles of your body to work in unison. So that's why also for strength and power competitions, there's a lot of technique behind it. Now, technique or skill is just like, when do I do what movement? And any movement, again, is just an activation of muscle fibers of your body. So any technique, and better technique usually means you activate the muscle fibers quicker and more of them at the same time. So better technique automatically means that the specific movement you're executing is being done with more strength and more power. So those features are indistinguishable. Even if you take in account something like raw strength of a human, then how would you measure it? So you cannot separate the two. Strength is also specific, like technique is specific. So somebody who's very strong in a specific movement isn't necessarily as strong in another movement. For example, I follow some Chinese weightlifters here because I love weightlifting. And the actual Olympic champion in weightlifting, like Liu Xiaoyong, if you know him, and he's about my weight and he's putting overhead over 200 kilograms. And he was asked what he's bench pressing, and he said he's never bench pressing because of the shoulder pressure, but he tried for fun and he could bench press barely over 100 kilograms. So that's not much. He's bench pressing about as much as I do, but he's putting overhead twice as much as I do, right? And even though I'm not very strong in bench pressing or squatting, most of the times when I meet somebody on the mats, I'm a lot stronger than them. It's not just technique. It's literally, if I just resist with power against their power, I get more of it. Because strength is specific, because I know how to apply that strength, which is skill. Strength is a skill. Skill is application of strength.